Phrasal verbs, every student's favourite subject. I know they can be difficult, but today we are going to try and look at phrasal verbs to talk about the weather. I am going to show you these phrasal verbs in a little story, and then you can try and practice on your own. So let's get into it. Imagine there are blue skies, it is sunny, there's not a cloud in the sky, but all of a sudden it starts to cloud over. If it clouds over, it means the clouds come and cover the sky. So there are lots of clouds. Maybe then the wind starts to pick up. If the wind picks up, it is getting stronger. It's becoming more consistent wind. Okay, imagine it blows a hoolie for around an hour, but then the wind starts to die down. If the wind starts to die down, it means it becomes less strong. However, then dark clouds start to close in. If the weather starts to close in, it means that it appears, it starts to come. So for example, if the clouds start to close in, there becomes more and more clouds. If the rain starts to close in, it means it starts to rain and rain more consistently. Then the sky goes really dark and gloomy and it starts to pelt down with rain. If it pelts down with rain, it means it rains really heavily. If you are interested in more ways to find out about how to talk about heavy rain, why not check out my advanced vocabulary video for advanced learners on how to talk about the weather. I will link it up above. Then a huge storm comes with thunder and lightning. The thunder booms and the lightning cuts through the air. However, the storm luckily blows over very quickly, but it still continues to rain. It means the storm passes, it becomes less intense and it ends. But then you go and watch the television and you see on the weather forecast that the rain is not going to let up for a week. If the weather lets up, it means it stops or improves. Luckily, the weather forecast was wrong, and the next morning the weather starts to clear up. If the weather clears up, it means it improves, it gets better. If the rain clears up, the rain will stop. By the afternoon, the weather brightens up and we can go back outside. Maybe we decide to go to the beach for a walk. If the weather brightens up, it means the weather improves and usually the sun comes out and the sun starts to shine again. I take a walk on the beach, but it is scorching hot, very hot. So I decide to go home and come back later in the evening when it has cooled down. If the weather cools down, the temperature decreases. It gets to a more reasonable level. Cool down does not mean that it is very cold, but it is not so hot anymore. I hope that little story has helped you learn these phrasal verbs. For homework, see if you can write some sentences with these phrasal verbs. I can't wait to read them. Again, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It will really support my channel. And if you would like to stay up to date with future videos, please click that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, why not check out my advanced vocabulary for talking about the weather in English? I will link it right here. I look forward to seeing you in a future video and bye for now.